Krishna is the ultimate expression of intelligence in Gita. He is the ultimate expression of devotion with Radha. He is the ultimate expression of Shastra and Stotra. Because of that, his whole life is a sutra. When a person shows through his life, when he transforms your life by his verbal language and body language, his very life becomes sutra. Through his verbal language, he transforms the intellectual people. Through his body language, he transforms the emotional people. Through his words, he transforms the intellectual people, Shastras. Through his deeds, through his actions of playful leela, singing and dancing, he transforms the emotional people. Just by his words, just by his deeds, he transforms lives. Because of that, his very life is a sutra. His words are shastras. His actions lead you to stotra. His very life is sutra. Now, it is time for us to enter into his words. Please understand, it is not just his words, his very being. When you realize his very being is sutra, whatever comes out of his being is also sutra. First thing, you should understand one small incident. When Vivekananda came to America, when he first addressed parliaments of religion in Chicago, the first word he started is, "Dear brothers and sisters of America." And the whole crowd was totally shaken, shocked. Everybody is addressing ladies and gentlemen. So many other things. Oh sinners. There are so many ways of addressing people. But Vivekananda starts, "My dear brothers and sisters of America." The whole group is shaken. The biographer of Vivekananda writes, just by these 4 words, he has shaken the whole country. The whole crowd is taken away by him. One person asked me, "Swamiji, I also give many lectures. I also say, 'Dear brothers and sisters,' but nobody is taken away. What to do?" Understand, when Vivekananda said, he meant it. It is his experience. When he said, "Dear brothers and sisters," he felt it. It is from his being. That is why the crowd also felt it. When you say, "Dear brothers and sisters," you are thinking of having a share from their property. You are thinking of having a share from their property. Mahatma Gandhi was addressing a group. He said, "My dear brothers and sisters." One guy went to him and asked, "You say I am your brother, give me the share of your property." Gandhi gave 2 pennies. This guy asked, "What? You have so much of property, you are giving only 2 pennies." He said, "No, I have 30 crore brothers and sisters." 30 crore brothers and sisters, only this is your share. Your share is only this much. I have to give all 30 crores their share. When we say brothers and sisters, we are thinking of having our share in their property. We don't feel it. Vivekananda says, "Ojas, Ojas means the energy which supports your words. If your words are supported by the experience, it is energy. It just penetrates the other person. It just penetrates the other person. Many people ask me, we sit and listen to you, your program so many hours, Swamiji. We don't feel bored. Why? All our meditation camps, 3-day, 4-day camps. Some are 2 days camps, some are 4-day camps. 4-day, practically every day, 18 hours people sit with me. One person asked me in a discourse, in a meditation camp, I sit hours together, I don't feel bored. Why? First thing, when I speak, I am completely speaking. Because of that, you have to listen completely. If I do 2 things at a time, speaking and thinking, you will also be doing 2 things, listening and thinking about your house. If I do only one thing, you have to do only one thing. Words come from head, touches only the head. Words come from experience, touches the being. If it comes from head, it touches the head. If it comes from the heart, it touches your heart. These words are the words of Krishna, his experience from his being. Allow them to work on you. Just be receptive. Let them penetrate you. Let them work on you. I promise you will not go back as the same person. You will not go back as the same old person. You will see a new song in your being, a new kind of dance in your life, a new ecstasy penetrating your existence, a bliss consciousness happening to your very soul, to your very being. From where the words come, to the same place it goes. If it is from head to head, it is called communication. If it is from heart to heart, it is called communion. Here, Krishna's words are from his very being, from his very experience. Allow them to work on you. Allow the alchemy to happen. You will see you reach his consciousness. The very space from where these words are coming out. From very space from these words are delivered, you will reach the same space. One more thing, I want all of you to be very clear. I am not commenting. I am not interpreting. I am not commenting on this Gita. I am not interpreting on this Gita. I am just repeating again. Because you have not heard last time, because you have missed last time, it is being repeated. Please be very clear, I am not commenting. There are people to comment, pundits, intellectuals, who have got vested interests. All commentaries are written with vested interests. They have their own conclusion. They just want Krishna as a shield. They just want Krishna just as a protection, so that they can protect themselves from others. If somebody asks, how dare you say these words? They can say, no, I did not say, Krishna said. They just want Krishna only as a shield. All commentaries are written with their prejudice, their understanding. Some are prejudiced and they know that they are prejudiced. Some are prejudiced, they don't even know that they are prejudiced. That's all. So be very clear, I am not commenting, I am not interpreting. This is actually only audio recording. Please be very clear. This Gita is only audio recording. For example, you have seen a drama in some show. You are seeing a drama. If you just bring the audio CD to your house and listen to the audio CD, will you be able to understand the whole drama? No. Will you be able to understand completely the whole drama? No, you can't. Because the body language is missing. One more thing. If you have not even seen the drama, just you are hearing the audio CD, can you understand? You will surely misunderstand. If you have seen the drama and you are listening to the audio CD, at least you can relate. You neither saw the drama nor you heard. Just you are hearing the audio CD. Will you be able to understand the drama? Will you be able to understand what has happened in that place? You can't. Gita, which is available to us, is only an audio CD, audio recording. Unfortunately, we did not have the video recording at that time, or they did not have the method to transmit the technology to us. Somehow it is lost. I can't say there was no video technology, because this whole Gita is repeated by Sanjaya seeing through the telepathy method. So there was a method, but unfortunately we have lost it. The method is not available to us for the modern day people. Instead of just listening to the audio CD, if somebody who has seen the drama comes and explains to you or shows the whole drama and you listen to the CD, naturally you will be able to understand what went on in the drama. In the audio CD, the body language is missing. Only the verbal language is recorded. If you just listen to the audio CD, you will be missing the body language. All I am trying to do is just add the body language to this verbal language, so that you can experience what Arjuna experienced. You can enter into the same consciousness, same space from where these words have come. Please be very clear, I am not interpreting, I am not commenting, I am just repeating. I am just repeating what Krishna has to tell us. Take few minutes to remember the great master Krishna and his great message, his very being, Gita, before we enter into this great scripture. Vasudeva Sudam Devam Gamsachanuramardanam Devagi Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudramaruta Stunmandi Divyaistavaihi Vedai Sanga Badakramopanishadai Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyanavastidadadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yogino Yasyantam na vidussura suragana Devaya tasmai namaha. Just close your eyes and remember the great master who happened on this planet Earth, who gave this message to us, who gave his being, his very being to us, showing the path in the life. You will enter into the Gita. Dharma kshetre guru kshetre samavedayutsavaha mamaga pandavas-chaiva kimakurvata sanjaya. First word, it's a beautiful word, dharma. Actually, if you join the first word and the last word of the Gita, the whole message of Gita is given to you. First word is dharma and last word is mama. If you add them, first letter is dharma, dar, and last is mama, ma. Just add them, you will have dharma. You can add in one more way, mama dharma. The dharma of the Krishna is given and dharma for us is given. Mama dharma means my dharma. Krishna's dharma, the way of Krishna, is expressed in this book. And dharma is clearly expressed. Please understand, dharma is not giving things. Dharma is not just charity. It is nature. Dharma means living in your nature. Living with your nature. Living your swadharma. Living as you are. Being as you are. The first sloka says, Dhritarashtra uvacha dharma kshetre guru kshetre samavedayutsavaha mamaha pandavas-chaiva kimakurvata sanjaya. Now the whole scene is being described. Dhritarashtra is a great king, father of Kauravas. He is asking the Sanjaya, his charioteer, his driver, please tell me what is happening in war field. Dhritarashtra is a blind man. He don't have eyes. He is asking the Sanjaya to explain. Sanjaya is blessed with the telepathy power, Dura Drishti, by the Vyasa. He was able to see what is happening in the long distance, in other places, wherever war is happening, he will be able to see whatever is happening in the war field, and he will be able to repeat the whole thing to Dhritarashtra. This power is given to him by Vyasa. Temporarily it is given to him by Vyasa. Almost like tuning our TV. Vyasa has tuned Sanjaya's consciousness so that he can see and repeat. After that, the tuning is taken away by the Vyasa. So here, Dhritarashtra is asking, this is beautiful, that the whole Gita starts with Dhritarashtra, starts with a blind man. It starts with a question of a blind man. The whole humanity, whether you believe it or not, the whole humanity is blind. Please be very clear, the whole humanity is blind. Some knows they are blind, others don't know, that's all. Some knows they are blind, others don't know, that's all. There is no other difference. This is delivered to the whole humanity, and it is a symbolic representation. The whole humanity is just blind. One more thing, Gita is 700 sloka, and it starts with the first sloka, Dhritarashtra uvacha, Dharmakshetre, Gurukshetre, Samavedāya Utsava, Mamaga Vandavaschaiva Kimakurvata Sanchaya. The translation goes, Dhritarashtra said, O Sanjaya, after my sons and the sons of the Pandu assembled in the place of pilgrimage at Kurukshetra, desiring to fight, what did they do? He is asking the Sanjaya to explain. 700 slokas of Gita, this is only sloka by Dhritarashtra. 574 are from Krishna, 86 is from Arjuna, 34 is from Sanjaya. This is only sloka from Dhritarashtra. If they want, they could have avoided this one sloka. But purposely they start with Dhritarashtra to show whole humanity is blind. Even for a blind person, this Gita will help. This Gita will show the way even for a blind person. In the very sloka, Dhritarashtra expresses his cunningness. He is supposed to be the leader of the whole family. In Indian family system, if your younger brother dies, elder brother takes the responsibility of the younger brother and he leads the family. He is considered to be the father for both families. He takes care of the younger brother's sons also. Dhritarashtra is supposed to be the father, or he is supposed to take the responsibility. He is supposed to play the role of the father for the sons of Pandus also. He is supposed to be the father of the Pandavas also. But he is not so mature. Just he is given the power to be the father of Pandavas, but he did not have the responsibility. He did not have the maturity. The whole war has happened just because of Dhritarashtra. Because this person did not take the responsibility of being a father for Pandavas. You see, he took the power, but he did not become responsible. He took the power, but he doesn't have the maturity. If a man gets just the power without the maturity, what he will do is explained by this one incident. If you give a knife to a kid, small child, what it will do? It will hurt itself and hurt the others. Hurt itself and hurt others also. Same way, Dhritarashtra, he got the power of being a father of Pandavas, but he is not mature to play that role. He is not mature to play that role. That is why, because he has not taken the responsibility of taking care of the Pandavas, they have to fight for their property. Pandavas have come down to a level of just having 5 houses. They said, we don't even want country, just give us 5 houses. Just because of arrogance and vengeance, Duryodhana refused. And this Dhritarashtra is sitting in the court. I think this fellow is not only blind, dumb also. Dumb and deaf. He is not only blind, he is deaf also. He is not only blind, he is deaf also. We need to understand by this one statement, by this one sloka. He says, what the sons of the Pandavas, my sons are doing. He is not telling what our sons are doing. He is saying what my sons and Pandu's sons are doing. This very word shows is discriminating. Is discriminating. Then starts the Gita. The first chapter is called Arjuna Vishada Yoga. Depression of Arjuna. Sanjaya Uvacha Drishtvadu Pandavanigam Vyudam Duryodhanastata Acharyamubhasangamya Raja Vachanam Apravit. Sanjaya said, O king, after looking over the army arranged in military formation by the sons of the Pandu, King Duryodhana went to his teacher and spoke the following words. The whole scene is described in the next few slokas. How, who are all standing there, who are all leading the army, the whole scene is described. I am just taking the essence of this chapter and giving you. The whole scene is being described to the Dhritarashtra. Now we don't need to know that scene. If we know this scene, that's enough. That time Krishna spoke only to one Arjuna. Now it has to be spoken to so many Arjunas. Arjuna said, Sena yorupayor madhye radam sthavayamechyuta. Arjuna says, O infallible one, please draw my chariot between the 2 armies so that I may see those present here who desire to fight and with whom I must contend in this great trial of arms. He orders Bhagavan. He orders Krishna. Of course, we can't say he orders because he is addressing Achyuta, O God. Even though Krishna is driver for him, he knows he is not an ordinary person. That is why he addresses him as a Achyuta. Because Arjuna knows Krishna is not ordinary person. Because Arjuna is a devotee, Krishna has accepted to be a driver. Because of his devotion, Krishna comes down to the level of driver. This is another one scene which we need to understand. The Lord is serving the devotee. Please be very clear. Being a driver is not an easy joke. Being a driver is not an easy joke. If you have driven in India, then you know. And especially in Calcutta. Anybody from Calcutta? If you go and live in Calcutta for 10 days, you will never curse LA traffic. If you are cursing the LA traffic, if you feel LA traffic is too much, just go to Calcutta and live for 10 days. Just live in Calcutta for 10 days, you will feel LA is heaven. LA is heaven. I have seen in Calcutta people walking on the bannets of the car. They will just walk on the car and go. Because the cars will not move for 3-4 hours. It's a regular thing. Being a driver is not a joke. And especially in the war field. In war field, he accepted that role just because of his devotion. The Arjuna's devotion for him. The Lord will come down to any extent when he sees the love and devotion. When he sees the love and devotion, he comes down to that level. Arjuna is sitting above him and Krishna is sitting in the driver's seat and is driving. Arjuna says, Achyuta, O God, infallible one. Achyuta means who never perish. Eternal. O eternal one, please take me to the center. Let me see the whole army. Yavadedan nirikshegam yuttugaman avastitan gairmaya saha yottavyam asmin ranasamudhyame. Let me see who all have come, with whom all I have to fight. Till now things are going well. Tatra vashyastidhan partha pitru nadapidamahan acharyan madulan pratrun Putran, Pautran, Suhins, Tata. Arjuna sees in the army his fathers, grandfathers, teachers, maternal uncles, brothers, sons, grandsons, friends, and also his father-in-law and well-wishers. He sees all his family, his own family, standing there. When he saw everything, he started speaking. The next sloka is beautiful. Sloka. Drishtvevam svajanam Krishna yuyutsum samupastitam sidanti mama gatrani muganja parisushyati. My dear Krishna, after seeing my friends and relatives present here, with the fighting spirit, I feel the limbs of my body shaking and my mouth drying up. This sloka needs to be understood deeply. After seeing my relatives and friends, I feel I am not able to fight. Vevaduscha sarire me roma harshascha jayate gandivam stiram stehastat tvakchaiva paridahyate. My whole body is trembling. My hair is standing on end. My bow gandiva, the bow, is slipping from my hand and my skin is burning. This chapter is called Arjuna Vishada Yoga. We should understand the meaning of this chapter. Vishada means depression. All these things are symbolic. An important message is given to us. Only when you are depressed, you are ready for spirituality. Please be clear. Only when you see the depression in your life, when you see the depression in your life, you are ready for spirituality. Depression of success. Depression of success. Please understand, you will never have depression if you fail. When you fail, what happens to you is not depression. That cannot be called as depression. It is failure. You have hope to stand up. You have hope. You think, if I achieve that, I may become happy. I may become blissful. But the depression of success is the real depression. Even the hope which comes by the desires is lost. For example, if you have invested some money in business and you lost your wealth, you always have a hope. You can work again. You think, oh, when I achieve my money back, I will be happy. Don't bother. Let me work. There are so many thousands of self-help books. This how-to series. If you want to become mad, read these self-help books. Straight way to madness. There was a great book, this how-to series book, bestseller, How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. Any of you read that book? If you read that book, you cannot be here. Dale Carnegie. Any of you read this book? How to Stop Worrying, Start Living. And he has written one more book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. And I wanted you to know an important fact. His books are printed next to Bible. Please understand, his books are printed next to Bible. In the two books, first book, How to Stop Worrying and Start Living, he speaks about how to stop, how to control the suicidal instincts and live happily. In the next book, the second book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, he says how to love your wife, how to live happily with your wife. Any of you have read his biography? He committed suicide because he is not able to live happily with his wife. Please understand, what I am saying is truth. The bestseller next to Bible, his book is printed and sold. Almost a messiah. He himself is not able to practice what he wrote. I think he may not have read the book properly. He may not have read the book properly. And this is one kind of philosophy. He is a philosopher. Whatever you can't practice, just write a book and publish it, it will become a bestseller. Because everybody is having the same struggle. You will be resonating their words. It's how-to books. Somehow you will read some how-to books and you have a hope. You can postpone your depression. But the depression of success, nothing can be done. Nothing can be done. any intelligent man will face this depression of success around the age of 40 to 45. This is the scale to find out whether you are intelligent or not. Please be very clear. If you are around 40 to 45 and you are not depressed, if you don't have the depression of success, please be very clear, there is something seriously wrong in your life. There is something seriously wrong in your life. One person came to me and asked me, Swamiji, on NRI, non-residential India, non-reliable. And I tell you one thing, being an NRI is, I think, a big curse. You can neither stick to the roots, nor you can enter into the other life. Because the conditioning is so deep. And it's a very big problem. He came and told me, Swamiji, I came to this country with a big list. A big house with a swimming pool, 2 cars, and a beautiful family, at least $2 million in bank balance, this much of share. All these things I made as a list before coming here. I thought I will take 10 years to achieve all these things. But I achieved the whole thing in 5 years. And you know how Indians work. And really, these guys work hard and save just like Indian habit. Saving for generations. Saving for generations. There are a few good things with Indians. Wherever they go, they work hard and they survive. And one more thing, honesty. Somehow in the blood, that there are exemptions, that is different. Exemptions are different, but there are some good things. As a mainstream, Indians are believed to be honest. And they are also. If you compare, at least percentage-wise, they are honest because in the blood itself, that truthfulness, all those things are taught from the young age. All these ideals are there. Either you are honest, even if you are dishonest, you carry the guilt that you are dishonest. So that you don't go to an extreme. Either you are honest or you carry the guilt so that you don't go to the complete extreme. So basically, they are little trustworthy. So naturally they survive. He says, in 5 years I made the whole thing, Swamiji. If I tick all the points, now all the points I have covered. Suddenly I realized I achieved what I want to achieve, but I have not achieved what far I want to achieve all these things. I achieved what I want to achieve, but I have not achieved what far I want to achieve all these things. I thought I will be happy, blissful, once I have all these things. This guy must have been fantasizing, seeing some TV program, lying just in the Banka swimming pool, in that swimming suit, with his wife next to him, with all the bottles and the umbrella in Hawaii Beach. That must have been the scene this guy would have visualized when he was writing this slip. But the poor guy missed one important point. He visualized all outer things, but he forgot he need to have an inner space which can relax. He has visualized everything, including a smiling face, but he forgot Something is necessary in your inner space for you to relax like that. Just a beach or a swimming pool or an umbrella or a glass or a chair, easy chair or a swimming suit cannot make you relax. Just that cannot give you relaxation. That cannot make you feel blissful. That cannot give you the whole thing. There is something more. What is called inner space. The inner space, you need to achieve something in the inner space to relax and rest. A man who is just working, running for the outer space without thinking or bothering about the inner space enters into the depression around the age of 40 to 50, 40 to 45. Once you achieve whatever you want to achieve in the outer space and you try to lie down the same way in the beach as you visualized, a beautiful beach, beautiful swimming pool, and your chair, and your umbrella, your wife, your swimming suit, everything is there. But suddenly you realize you are not able to relax. You are not able to relax. I always tell people, if you are sitting in the office and worrying, it is called work. If you are sitting in the home and worrying, it is called homemaking, taking care of the house, household duties. If you are sitting in the beach and worrying, it is called vacation. That's all. But you are worrying in all three places. Be very clear. The man who has not worked to achieve something in the inner space can never have vacation. All your vacation is just change of place, not change of space. You may change your place to worry, that's all. When you are sitting in the house, you are worrying, when I will go to the office, I have so much of work in the office. When you are sitting in the office, you are worrying, when will my vacation come, I wanted to go and lie down and relax. When you are lying in the beach, when you are having a vacation, you already started thinking about going back to the house. I don't know what has happened in the house. I don't know what has happened to my cats. I don't know what has happened to my pet. I don't know what's going on in the house. You already started worrying about the house. Be very clear. If you are sitting in the house and worrying, it is called homework. If you are sitting in the office and worrying, it is called work. If you are sitting in the beach and worrying, it is called vacation. Nothing else. The person who works just for the outer space, outwardly things, suddenly when he achieves everything in the outer world, realizes he is not able to relax. One important thing, by the time you achieve all the outwardly things, your car, house, family, bank balance, the tension or worrying has become a conditioning in you. It has become part of your being. After that, you will never be able to relax. It is like selling your eyes to buy a beautiful painting. You sell your sleep to get a beautiful bed. I have never seen such a size beds like this country. Here what you say as double size is the maximum size in India. And at least as far as I know, such big size beds, but so much of sleeplessness, so much of insomnia. You sell your sleep to buy pets. The other day I saw advertisement, sleep number. Oh God. What all new ideas. I can never understand when somebody says, I am not getting sleep, Swamiji. Because in India I never heard of this trouble. I am born and brought up in a small village in India. It has become district headquarters just now. It was just a taluk. I have never heard the sleeplessness. Actually in India carts are made by rope. That by threads they will make the carts. There will not be even a bed. Just a diamond shape, threads will be tied and carts will be made. And cart is a luxury. Please be very clear. Cart is a luxury. But I have never seen people suffering without sleep. I have never seen people suffering without sleep. We sell our sleep to purchase bed. We sell our legs to learn dance. We sell our whole life to buy outwardly things. Till you have the hope, things are okay because you are running behind the hope. Almost it is around the corner. It's just there, you can catch it. As long as you have hope in your life. The moment your hope is fulfilled, you experience something called hopelessness. Please be very clear, if you have not achieved your goals, God has saved you. If God has not answered your prayers, desires, He is compassionate towards you. If you are given whatever you want, immediately you will fall into depression. Be very clear. A small story. One guy goes to again Yama's story. One guy goes to Yamadharma after death. He was sent to some place and there he saw a beautiful garden, beautiful place. And whatever he asks, immediately it is served. All the Devakanyas, Apsaras, they are all serving. Whatever he wants, whatever he asks, in 10 minutes it is there. 1 week it's okay. Everything is beautiful. He was enjoying. He was asking these, that, whatever he can imagine. After 1 week, he feels a little bored. What is this? Everything is there. What can be done? What else to do? All right, let us do something else. He innovates something more and does. After 1 month, really he feels same life. Whatever I ask, immediately they bring. How long you can live the same way? After 3 months, he asked one Apsaras, one Devakanya, one Apsaras, one servant maid, please can you tell the boss, I can go and have a look of hell just for a change. I am bored living in this way. I just wanted to see the hell also. The Apsaras immediately turned and said, where do you think you are? Where do you think you are? Where else you think all your desires will be fulfilled? When all your desires are fulfilled, you will be in hell. Please be very clear. As long as there are some desires, at least you will be running towards it. There is a hope. The moment they are fulfilled, what happens? You face something called depression of success. In one way, it is a great blessing. I tell you, that is why I was telling you. All intelligent people, they face the depression of success around the age of 40 to 45. It is actually God sent. If you are facing it little earlier, you are more intelligent. Be very clear. The depression is God sent, ambassador of divine. Unless you experience the depression, unless you start asking, what am I doing? What is going on with my life? What do really I want? What's happening? Unless you ask that question, you will never start living. Only when you ask that question, what is happening? What am I doing? Only when you start asking that question, who am I? What am I doing? Your individual consciousness is awakened. The Pratyagatma Chaitanya Jagrata, in Sanskrit they say, awakening of the individual consciousness happens. The moment the individual consciousness is awakened, you feel, what am I doing? What's the reality of life? The basic questions about the life starts happening to you. You start asking the basic questions. The depression is divine ambassador. Of course, when you face the depression, you have three choices. One road leads to drugs, just to escape from the depression, forgetting the depression. When I say the word drugs, I don't mean only alcohol or LSD or these kind of drugs. I mean TV also. Sitting in front of TV and trying to forget you also is an addiction. Be very clear. At least with the drugs and alcohol, you know you have some addiction. With the TV, you don't even know you are addicted. You are addicted. Next part, suicide. Now, many of them are choosing this path. Many of them are choosing this path. When I say suicide, I don't mean just killing yourself instantly. Dying slowly also is suicide. Means living like a live dead. Dull, dead, dragging life. That is also suicide. Please be very clear. Don't think only if you are entered into the cemetery, you are committing suicide. If you are living like a dead body, again it is nothing but a suicide. At least the dead people are not a load on planet Earth. They rest, they don't disturb others. But these live dead people continuously disturb others. Their very presence is nauseating. Vivekananda says beautifully, if you are depressed, if you don't have a smile in your face, please lock yourself in the room. World has got already enough suffering. Please don't come out and radiate your suffering or show your face to the world. World is already suffering. Please don't come out and show your face if you are depressed, if you are dull. Dull life is also suicide. Slow suicide. People who are not so urgent, or people who are not perfect even in that, they live A slow, dull life. One guy was sitting in a bar and drinking. One old lady from Salvation Army entered the bar to preach. This guy somehow tried his best to avoid eye contact with her. He doesn't want to listen all the sermon, all the teachings, advice. But somehow, when you avoid something straight away, they will come to you only. Many times you can see, in parties you will try to avoid some people. But straight away they will come to you only. She straight away walked to his table and started talking. Don't you feel you are drinking slow poison? This fellow is already fed up. That's why he came to drink. He became very annoyed. He said, yes, I am drinking slow poison because I am not in urgent. I am not in a hurry to die. People are not in a hurry to die. They live dull, dead, dragging life like bullock cart. Bullock cart life is also suicide. The third group, very small number, but very intelligent people, decide, choose the path of spirituality. When you hit the depression, there will be 3 roads in front of you. One, addiction, drugs, forgetting yourself, drowning yourself in something and forgetting. The word workaholic is really beautiful and meaningful. People try to forget themselves by putting them into the work. Even work can become an addiction. Work can become an addiction. Workaholic or alcoholic, one and the same. Please be very clear. Of course, when you are workaholic, society pays you. So you always choose that. When you are alcoholic, society doesn't pay you. Drinking is a curse for working class. Working is a curse for drinking class. Drinking is a curse for working class people. Work is a curse for drinking class people. But whether you become workaholic or alcoholic, it is addiction. In the further chapters, Krishna speaks about the work, the real way of working. Workaholic or alcoholic, both are addiction. Next is suicide. Slow way of dying or instant killing, both are suicide. Third, very small number but very intelligent people choose the path of spirituality, meditation. When you enter into this path, depression is divine ambassador. You are experiencing Arjuna Vishada. Naturally, the yoga will happen. Please understand. The Arjuna Vishada is what I call depression of success. Kundi, the mother of Arjuna, she says in Mahabharata, "O Krishna, send all possible troubles and sufferings to me from all the corners." She is praying. You will be surprised. Somebody praying to send all sufferings and troubles. Somebody asks, "What is this? Why are you praying like this?" She says, "Krishna, you send suffering and miseries. At least I will remember you continuously. When I remember you, automatically I will be liberated. This one life is worth bargaining. This one life suffering is worth bargaining for eternal liberation. If I don't have suffering, I will not remember, and again and again and again I will be having the same drama, at least with suffering. I will remember you. By the remembrance of you, I will be liberated. I will be enlightened. So I will come out of this samsara chakra. One person says, I think I have a solid proof for this reincarnation theory because I am already exhausted. You will be exhausted at one time, but it is up to you which road you will choose, which path you will select, whether addiction or suicide or meditation, spirituality. There are many who choose addiction. There are many who choose suicide. There are few who choose spirituality. When you choose spirituality, depression is divine sent, divine ambassador. Please be very clear, you will face depression in your life. Now itself, let you be intelligent enough to take this intelligent choice of spirituality. Let you not choose other things. Let you not miss the great opportunity given to you by divine. All of us, at some time or other, we face depression. We experience depression. Only two persons don't experience depression. One is enlightened person. He never experiences depression. He is beyond mind and depression. Another one is buffalo. Either you should become enlightened or you are, if you don't feel depressed. If you don't feel depressed, be very clear, you are enlightened or see the whole scene of Gita. Duryodhana is there, Dharmaraja is there, Arjuna is there. Only Arjuna feels depressed. Neither Duryodhana is depressed, who is the leader of Kauravas, nor the Dharmaraja is depressed, who is the leader of Pandavas. Only Arjuna is depressed. Why? Duryodhana is in tamas, in the beast level, animal, instinct level. Dharmaraja is intuition, who is in sattva, he is in divine level. Neither tamas can feel the depression, nor the sattva can feel the depression. Only rajas can feel the depression. The intellect, man. Duryodhana is in animal level, Dharma is in God level, divine level, Arjuna is in man level, rajas. Only he can feel the depression. Only he can feel the depression. Man is a great possibility. You can become divine or beast. You can become divine or devil. You can go to the extreme of Duryodhana or Dharmaraja. A man who is in sattva never feels depressed. The man who is in tamas never feels depressed. But only Arjuna feels depressed because he is in rajas. If you feel depressed, be very clear, you are blessed. Blessed are those who feel the depression of success. Blessed are those who feel the depression of success. You need Gita. You need spirituality. Please don't listen to the Gita just because it is available freely, easily. Many of you would have come as a just out of curiosity. You are welcome to come and sit out of curiosity. Nothing wrong. But I request you, if you can be little intense, sincere, it can transform your life. Even if you have come inside just to check out, nothing wrong. Because there are so many Swamis, so many versions, so many discourses are going on. In those days, the spiritual knowledge used to be seller's market. Now it is buyer's market. Now it is buyer's market. You might have come inside just to check out. Nothing wrong. But do that perfectly. Do that intensely so that you will know the whole truth. Don't listen just because it is free. Small story. God wants to give His 10 commandments to the planet Earth. He goes to the Italians and requests. Italians ask, what is the commandment? He says, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not murder. They said, no, we are not interested. He goes to Romanians, Rome. They ask, what is your commandment? Thou shalt not steal. No, we are not interested. He goes to the French people. They ask, what is your commandment? Thou shalt not commit adultery. We are not interested. Goes to the Jews. Please don't mind. Don't mistake. They ask how much? God says how much? They are free. They say, then we will take all 10, give. So please don't listen to Gita just because it is free. Listen with your heart, with your being. It will work miracles on you. If you just listen with head, it will add little more knowledge in your head. Your head weight will increase. Nothing else. If you listen with heart, it will give you the love for Krishna, the respect for Krishna, devotion for Krishna, feeling for Krishna. If you listen with your whole being, it will give you the consciousness of Krishna. It will give you the eternal bliss, Nithyananda. I request all of you, of course, either you have faced or facing the Arjuna Vishada in your life. All of you, invariably, either you have faced the depression or facing the depression. There is nobody who says, I never faced or I am not facing Swamiji. It means, be very clear, something seriously wrong, go to the doctor. Go to the psychiatric doctor and say, I am not feeling depressed. Please tell me something. He may be able to help you. If you are not feeling depressed, go to the doctor. If you have felt or feeling, come here every day. Listen to this Gita with your complete being. With your being, you will experience the Krishna consciousness. You will experience the eternal consciousness. He will work in you and lead you to the eternal bliss, eternal consciousness, eternal enlightenment. So, I request all of you to listen to the Gita with Arjuna Vishada, means the depression of success. is a king, young guy who was a king. He has got everything, he had everything. That is why he is facing the depression. He is facing the depression. Only developed countries face the depression. Please be very clear. Poor countries have got still hope. They have still hope. They are not depressed. Only developed countries will face depression, because depression comes with an outer success. Sorry. When you have the outer space but not the inner space, you experience the depression. I request all the people who experienced or are experiencing the depression of success to listen to the whole Gita with your being. Allow the Krishna to work on you. Let Krishna enter in your being through these words. These words are mantras. Master's words are mantras. Let it enter your being and do the alchemy process. Let it work on you and transform you, liberate you, and make you experience the eternal bliss. Let us pray to the ultimate energy, to the Parabrahma Krishna, to give us all the ultimate understanding about the life and transform our life. Give us the experience of Krishna consciousness and make us experience and radiate the eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you. Vasudeva Sudham Devam Gamsa Chanuramardanam Devagi Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum